What is up, my legends? It's Cyan. We're back, and we're going to talk a little bit about Overhit today. And we have a few topics. Oh, see, I just logged in, and this needs to go away real quick. Alright, so the thing is with this game is, like, people have a misconception, and there's a lot of misconception that goes along with who's the publisher, and that's Nexon. Right, so let me break it down for you. Nexon in this game has done better in this game than it has in any of its previous Gacha games, and I'm gonna point out a few things so you guys can understand, because a lot of people who just blindly hate, didn't play the game, they just talking shit all the way around. And like I said, I believe I might have said this in a different video, but I'm gonna say it now. Overhit, you never, in the first 2-3 weeks in any of the regions, you never ever was able to just 5+ SSRs. It never worked like that. So when I see people say, oh my god, I struggle to get dupes in this game, like you're supposed to struggle, all the regions struggle like that. What people are basing this version of the game off of, which is unfair, is the other versions of the game that are further along in the process. Like, we're not supposed to be like those games because it doesn't have all of the bangs and whistles that the JP or the Korean version of the game has. Now, there's things that went along with that, especially like anniversaries, like where they gave away like pretty much a maxed out Sophia. That Sophia that you saw me using that can nuke and heal and everything at the same time. They gave away that for free. They gave away other characters as for free too, and gave you free anniversaries. There were 2 anniversaries that was like that. So I'm seeing people, oh no, you got this free, that free, and everything else. That was because it was anniversary stuff like that. You can't compare a fresh game to that. That's not fair. That's not a fair comparison. And you can't sit up there and then be like, well, this game sucks because you get all of that free. That's what you don't hear in that vernacular right there. Like, you don't hear that type of stuff. You just hear people disrespecting and saying that this, that, and the third and stuff like this, and making it seem like you just are supposed to get SSRs like the first 2 weeks of the game and just have nothing else to do. The game isn't supposed to work like that. The game doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that in the Asian versions of the game, so don't expect it to work like that here. Now, that aside, this game does have a wall. Now, it's not PvP, it's not PvE. It's like, as I showed you guys last video, you can easily get SSRs over time, and pretty fast too, considering that the next step up to that is the UR, and there's only 2 in the game right now. So you can get SSRs freely without spending any type of money and proceed in the game. It won't take you that long. As a gaming progression, it only takes you like probably 6 weeks to max out a 65 if you don't pay anything, or if you're that unlucky. If you got luck and pretty much worried about Ash, you probably have Ash free to play right now, maxed out at 65, and he can carry through every damn thing. He can carry through all the content that's in the game right now. Every single piece of content, even up to higher tiers in the raid and higher tiers and the Sanctum. He can carry into that stuff too, because he just does raw damage and debuffs on top of that. So that character alone, you can get to a point where he can just carry you through everything. And with that said, you can do that with the other 5 characters, Sophia, Ren, and those characters, Malpian, and who's the other person? It doesn't matter. Like, you can still do it all the way around. You can still do it, so you don't have to really. Characters is not a wall. That's not a valid thing to say. That's just people who don't know what the hell they're doing in the game. And I hate to say it like that, but sometimes people just, like, you got to get the information, you got to understand the information, and once you have the information, you understand the information, you got to get good. People don't like to hear that. They get good. Because once you have the information and understand the information, you have no excuse not to get good. That's anybody in this game. There's more enough YouTubers, there's Reddit, there's Discord, everything else like that. There's no excuse to not get good. So you can't rely and just say, oh my god, I don't play this game because I can't get dupes. Not an excuse. Not an excuse. I basically laid it out for you how you can get any dupe in the goddamn game. That's not an excuse. So you don't have that excuse no more. So don't come in nobody comment section talk about I don't play because I can't get dupes. That's on you. That's not on the company. You don't have to pay for that shit. That's your fault at that point. Now that aside, the one wall that's in this game is what happens at the end once you get done with everything else like this, and the only thing left to you at this. Oh, let me just do that. Oh, I got 300 now. Nice. What happens right here? Now you get weekly and you get monthly D-gems. It slows down drastically because we don't have any more areas that we can actually farm D-gems from. So that pushes your summons literally to like maybe 1 or maybe 2 a week, depending on how well you do in PvP. So you end up basically like around maybe, matter of fact, I'll give it 2.5 to 3 summons, which is not a lot. That's not a lot, but you consider that's in a week. So you're getting 2.5 summons in a week. Now put that in perspective, that there's 4 weeks in a month. That basically puts you at an ancient summon every month that you should average. It's not that bad, but it is grindy. It is grindy. It is very grindy, and it starts to show its head, and you start to get a little bit bored of that over the course of time. So we probably need a little bit more somewhere to get D-gems so we can go after stuff, because rates in this game are not high enough for us to be worrying on that. So we are going to summon, and you guys probably see those tickets. We're going to do those 10 summons. We're going to do all 25 of it, plus the 30. And what they should also do, even though they probably won't, is just issue more places to get these tickets, which I guess they probably won't. That probably isn't going to happen. So we don't even think that's going to happen. It's just a suggestion, and I know they watch me, so I'm just putting it out there. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, that there is a little bit of the imbalance in the D-gems. Everything else is fine. Like you see my gold, I'll never use that urn. I will never use it, to be honest with you. Even if I got characters left to actually bring in and stuff, like most of the SOS I'm going to use is already maxed. I'm going to use, and I'm waiting on other ones to get a little bit more. They're already at a good place right now. I'm never going to use the urn. So the currency, the money currency in the game is not an actual problem right now. AP is really not that much of a problem either. You can still do everything that you need to do in this game and still grind hard. Like this event is damn near done. I'm on the last thing. I even stopped doing it and went back to grinding souls because I want to finish Ren a little bit faster. So I'm actually, I forgot that I even had this 192. So we're gonna do that now and see what we get to, because we're on the last step anyway. I'll probably need to use probably about another 400 AP to finish this. 400, 500, something around that. It's pretty nice too to get that remaining D-gems out of it. What I think should happen with this event, if they wanna, they should make the resets higher. Allow us to farm more on these events, because that would allow us to get more D-gems and more essence and everything else like that. And there's plenty of content left in this game that we don't have right now, that they don't need to worry about us getting geared to a point, because there's ways to actually go. I feel that this right here should put this reset at maybe 8. Double this reset right here to allow us to farm for this. I think that would be a very good trade-off. And I hope, you know, Nexon, I hope you listening, that you actually do that, because that would help out the D-gem shortage and make us have to actually earn it, not just giving us D-gems. That would be a perfect trade-off for that. Like I said, that's the only wall that you have in this game. Every single thing else in this game, free to play, you can accomplish. You don't have to pay for anything. Of course, if you do pay for stuff, then you're gonna get ahead further. That does not make this game pay to win. The proper term for something being pay to win in gaming is when you cannot get somewhere in the game without paying for it. There is zero in this game that fits that description. And I'll give you an example of that. In Knights Chronicle, you can only, before, it's not like that now, You can only get certain costumes by spending $19.99. Actual literal $19.99, $20. You couldn't get those costumes any other way. And they had stats on them, and they increased character skills and changed skills to the better, made those characters OP. You could only pay for them. You couldn't earn them. You couldn't use in-game currency. They changed it now after like a goddamn year and pissing everybody off. But that is a proper example of pay to win. There is nothing like that in this game. There is nothing like that that will straight give you that type of advantage that you can't get yourself over time. So when people say, oh, this is pay to win and PvP is pay to win, PvP will always have an advantage for people who have money. That is not pay to win. That means that they get the characters faster than you. Can you get the characters over time? Yes. Yes, you can get the characters over time. That's not pay to win. That just means that they can get the characters faster. There needs to be some type of benefit from people actually spending money in the game, and you can't just take that away from them. It's called pay to win and disrespect people like that. That's not what pay to win means. Pay to win is strictly when they have an advantage that you cannot get to. So that aside, so when you see people say stuff like that, oh, it's pay to win because of people, no, that's incorrect. That is not the proper term to be using pay to win about. That's not pay to win. That's pay to be lazy. That's pay to skip. That's even pay to get the time advantage, but it's not pay to win. It's an improper way to say pay to win, an improper term, and we just getting it all out there right now because a lot of people say shit like that and they don't know the fuck they're talking about because that's not pay to win. Like, it's never been pay to win. It's just that people don't have a term for it, or they just don't know the term and use that term or overuse that term, and it's completely incorrect. It's not the way that you're supposed to be using that term. So we got all this out the way. We got nothing but, you know, got our tickets here. Let's just use up these tickets now. And we'll go into normal gacha because that's where it's at. So we'll just stay here. See if we get some hype. Alright, so we got some SRs. The only SR I need is Yuri. Got a Ludmilla. Let's use that again. Got a bunch of SRs again. Alright, got Ludmilla again, certain altar. I don't need any of these characters, which is unfortunate. I think they should give us more of those tickets, because they don't, historically for me, these tickets don't do shit. I got one SSR from these tickets. Alright. 2 more. I wish they counted on the bar too. On the ancient bar, but they don't. Which is unfortunate. See, historically, these tickets don't do shit for me. Like, I don't get anything. It's sad. Alright, so we used all those. Let's go for this last one. Push the bar again because we're too short now. 210 summon short. Oh, we got an SSR. See, I had to talk shit. You gotta talk shit. You gotta F this game. Alright, I gotta let it rock. I swear to God, if it's Jack. Jack need to go jump off a cliff. Alright. Alright, so we should be up to it now. 7. Oh, it's a blue? Who is it? Okay, it's a red. Who is it? Alright, and this is a light. Okay. Oh, this is a light. Be something hot. Yes! I will take that. That makes her 1 short now. Let's go. I don't even see it. I don't want to see it. Let's go. I'm gonna dupe you right now. I like it. I'm gonna dupe you right now. And I believe they went and gave me so many of Ludmilla. Like, it looked like, I don't understand. Like, I want me to use that character? Is that what's happening right now? I have to raise her skills. I've been slacking on her skills. She's a healer, so and then she like full heals without it. So I'm like, bro, you're broke. You're kind of broke. Like, what's going on right now? I don't even care about that 100K. There you go. Right, so we got a rather OP healer right there, max health up to 21,000. She's like a damn tank. Might as well put her front line. Look at all that health. Alright, so do I even have anything to raise these? I don't think I do. I do not. I do not. Unfortunate. Gonna have to make some. But yeah. So there you go. Like I said, like you can max characters. That's another point. And I know somebody was like, but you paid. I paid one time for a $50 pack that gave me Jack. So stop it. Stop it. That didn't make any difference in this Sophia right now. I wish it did. I wish they gave me a Sophia, but they did not. They gave me fucking Jack. And I was mad. Now it makes me, oh, speaking of which, we're gonna talk about that then. Topping up in this game does not feel good. It doesn't. Because they're trying so hard to keep us from being overstacked. And what I mean by that is that the let's go into the combined shop. They're trying so hard to keep us from being overstacked that they just there's no good stuff. Really. They don't want you to go pretty hard. And PSA, this is the same thing like the other pack that I got, the $50 pack, which it does give you the D gems at value for $100, but that is not a select pack right there. Draw, if you look on the bottom right there, selection list, 18 heroes rated 4.8 as of June. Draw ticket, obtain one of the selected heroes from a draw, which means you don't see, that's the one, the problem is one of the selected, not select, like you don't actually get to select it. It means that it's going to randomly pick from those characters right there. That's how you get that. So you don't, even for $100, you don't get to pick. And that's one of the things I say, it doesn't feel good to actually whale in this game because it's still gambling. And it's a problem. It kind of is a problem, but at the same time, it's not a problem because it kind of, I understand why they did that. If you're gonna whale in this game, you're not gonna whale directly into shit. They're gonna make you work for it a little bit, which that lessens the pay to win. So you can't really complain that much about it because that's a good thing that they actually have the whaling in this game be less pay to win than most games where they can just raw select for $100. Hey, you got $100? You get a character. You got $100? You get a it's like Oprah run the game where everybody get a character. You get a character? You want that character right there? You want to pick that? Pick that character right there. This game don't work like that. This game be like, hell nah, you don't pick shit. We're gonna pick for you. That's how this game roll. But yeah. So I'll catch you guys next video. Like and subscribe. Hope you guys understand. The true wall in this game is the D gems. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no pay to win in the game. Even in the whaling, it's not pay to win. You pay, but you sometimes win. That's the way it goes. It's pay to RNG. That's what it really should be. So, like and subscribe again. I'll catch you guys next video. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Links will be in the description. Twitter be lit. Like, I follow and talk to a lot of popular, famous people. You know, it's just a lot of fun on Twitter. So if you're into Twitter and you wanna see people talk back and forth, we got a large Twitter. It's really hot, so follow me on there. You'll see a lot of good stuff. Trust me, it's more lit on Twitter than anywhere else in social media. And hit the notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. Peace.